The ocean is gigantic, and it is no doubt a universe of its own. The creatures loitering beneath its surface can grow to astonishing sizes that would be impossible on land. There is an assumption that every living creature began from the sea. However, some of the species found underneath are considered the biggest beasts in the world for those that have been in the water. That is precisely what we will observe today. We will examine the ancient dinosaur beasts and what is presently living in the Big Blue Sea. We will also study a couple of legendary sea monsters. An uncanny sound heard about 20 years ago could be sure proof that these fabled behemoths actually exist. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Without further ado, let's get started. Anaconda. You may have seen the movie with this name and wondered if the movie industry was making up stories. Well, I have some pretty scary news for you. Anaconda does exist. Green anaconda can be found all over South America, in the streams, swamps, and marshes. The snake only gets into the water when it wants to hunt. They submerge themselves in the water with their eyes and nostrils sticking out of the water. They wait for their prey, and once the victim comes close, they strike and constrict the prey in order to swallow it whole. Aside from being a sea monster, the green anaconda is known to be one of the world's largest snake species. They are about 30 feet in length. However, there are claims of these snakes growing far longer than 30 feet. They are also the heaviest snake species in the world. They are said to weigh 3 times the adult kangaroo with really massive weight of about 550 pounds. At one time, President Teddy Roosevelt made an offer of $50,000 to anyone that could get him this beast. Sadly, no one got to claim this reward because no one could succeed in the needed task. Giant octopus. This is bigger than any other octopus species, hence the name. This sort of octopus is mostly found in the Pacific, and it weighs up to 600 pounds and grows to 30 feet in length. They have really big heads that are usually reddish-brown in color. They also have a particular color pigment cell in their skin that helps them change texture and color so they can easily blend in the sea's most in-depth landscapes. They feast mainly on lobsters, shrimp, fish, and clams, but they sometimes eat birds and sharks. The Megalodon. When you think of a beastly shark, the first animal to come to mind would be the Megalodon. This nasty shark disappeared and was never again seen around 2,600,000 years ago. This was the period of the last significant ice age. Megalodon were predatory sharks that were believed to have feasted on dolphins, whales, and other sharks for their own survival. Since the disappearance of this beast, it has been tough to find skeletons to decipher their mass. Nevertheless, since the fossilized teeth could be seen almost everywhere, scientists could use their teeth to estimate about 60 to 80 feet as their length. It's possible to buy a fossil of the Megalodon tooth for yourself online. The prices vary from between $200 to $2,000, depending on its age and size. Great white shark. When listing the most dangerous sea creatures, the list would not be complete if this creature is not listed. The terrifying great white shark is known to occasionally feast on human flesh. It is abundantly found in all major oceans across the world. The males can weigh up to 4,000 pounds, while females tend to be bigger at a whopping 5,000 pounds. While they are known to be carnivores, they can swim up to 16 miles in an hour just to have a taste of a particular diet. They also feast on other fishes, but only rays, tunas, and other sharks. They are known to focus mainly on marine mammals and are also famous for attacking and biting each other to show their dominance. The great white shark could be a maximum of 20 feet, indicating that the Megalodon would have been one of the giant bosses of the ocean if it were around today. Whale shark. While great whites are really huge, whale sharks can grow up to 61 feet. Now that is something. They also have a fantastic lifespan from 80 to 130 years. This is about 2 generations, and most times more than an entire century. There is, notwithstanding, something else you should know. Whenever you spot one of these beasts in the sea, you will be filled with a lot of emotions, and fear is the leading one. This massive animal lives mainly near the equator, but another surprising fact about this monstrous beast is that it only feasts on the ocean's tiniest inhabitants. Nonetheless, those small creatures should be scared because the whale shark has diabolical ways of eating their prey. They most of the time feed through ram filtration. What this means is that they open their mouths very wide and they will swim toward their prey. Another frightening part of their eating ritual is that they also suction their prey. This means they open their mouths and then they close them again, sucking in the water around them, like a typhoon. Luckily, their fierce teeth are just for beautification, and it plays no role in feeding. Lion's mane jellyfish. These huge jellyfish can be as long as 120 feet long. They're often seen in the colder regions of the Pacific, the North Sea, and Atlantic. Funny enough, these jellies are over 94% water. If this is not scary enough, you should also know that the lion's mane use their tentacles to wind around and gently pull in its victim. This beast consumes a variety of sea creatures, including their own kind. The giant squid. What if you found out that the fabled creature of the ocean, kraken, was in fact very real? Anyway, the size may have been a bit exaggerated, but this animal is in existence and weighs a ton. This deep-dwelling sea creature is really massive, with length ranging from 33 to 43 feet. The females can grow up to 33 feet, while the male can be about 43 feet. However, there have been claims of them reaching about 66 feet. This is undoubtedly one of the world's most significant living organisms, with the most complex nervous system and brain the scientists have ever seen. The complexity of this animal's brain has caused a whole lot of probing on the scientist's side without a satisfactory result. In addition to these fantastic features, the giant squid also has the most enormous eyes in creation. The diameter of the beast's eyes ranges from 27 centimeters and upwards. Due to its large eyes, the giant squid is very sensitive to light. This sensitivity aids them to see better in the dark ocean depths. The giant squid has been spotted in every ocean on Earth, and for their daily survival, they catch their prey with their massive tentacles, suctioning it to them through their sucker rings. Once they move their prey closer to their beaks, they gruesomely shred it to pieces with their file-like teeth and a really long tongue. Seeing this massive creature in action while it feasts, I am confident that deep-sea fishes and smaller squid will be terrified. The giant squid is most times mistaken for the colossal squid. Nevertheless, the giant variety is actually more extended, while the colossal is heavier. It has been tough to probe into or get live footage of this animal while it's alive. However, in 2012, a video recording of the creature was made in an ocean off the island of Shikajima, Japan. Leviathan Melville. This is yet another ancient creature that you would be overwhelmed with happiness to know it is no more in the ocean. While in existence, this creature was a force to reckon with. This beast of the sea got its name from the biblical monster Leviathan and Herman Melville, the author of Moby Dick. Unlike the peaceful image most times associated with today's whales, this enormous beast was different. In fact, they enjoyed feasting on other whales with jaws perfectly lined with massive teeth. The teeth of the Leviathan Melville are around 1.2 feet in length and 4 inches wide. That's really enormous. The estimated total size of this beast is between 44 to 57 feet, which is almost 3 times as big as the giraffe at 20 feet. Loch Ness Monster. This fabled beast is believed to live in Loch Ness, Scotland. Presumptuously, this is where it got its name, and just as the name suggests, the beast has been said to resemble the extinct plesiosaur. Loch Ness are marine reptiles that first appeared about 203 million years ago. They're about 49 feet. The blue whale. If you think the usual whale in the ocean is big, you certainly haven't come across the blue whale. These sea monsters can be as large as 105 feet. This is about 3 times the height of a telephone pole. The heart of this animal is the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. It is scary to even imagine how enormous this ocean creature can be. Thankfully, this majestic creature was nearly hunted into extinction until the International Whaling Commission banned this species hunting in 1967. A surprising fact about this animal is that for its daily survival, the blue whale consumes around 4 tons of krill, a small crustacean. This is about the same weight as that of a hippopotamus. In London, the National Museum suspended the colossal skeleton of the blue whale from the ceiling of their newly renovated building in 2017. The frame cost a whopping $15 million and weighed about 4.5 tons. Anyway guys, that's it for me today. If you know of any other sea monsters besides those listed here and are still in existence or ever lived, be sure to comment down below. I'll include it in subsequent videos. If you loved this video and would like to see more videos of its kind, be sure to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. That's it for me guys. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.